everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter. He's
an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. To throw on 2nd down. Rich. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Operating from the gun. Rich. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They'll drop the throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A handoff as they run the counter play. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. The numbers for him from a week ago. 6 catches, 89 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Time running out here on the play clock. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal.
Come on, let's go.
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 0-0 our score. And we're back to Soldier Field after this. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll set up a throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. And this one is right through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears defense gearing up as they take the field. And they've created a major first-half storyline with the pressure they've been able to create.
And I know that the good teams adjust from series to series. They make their adjustments on the sideline before they go back out. In this case, I think they might need a little bit more time. They want to get to the half and start figuring out how do they change protections, how do they get the ball in the hands of the passer a lot quicker, make sure he doesn't get hit as often. All those different things. Maybe even run the ball a little bit more. Anything to try and tamp down the pressure.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play, so you might as well have not even had the penalty.
And they give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rich. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So you've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll look to throw here. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
To throw on second down. Rich throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
To throw on third down. Rich. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down. Rich. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 25. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw. Rich. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 pick sixes that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
But number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you have your hands on your head or shaking your head, walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Rich. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. The Patriots send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Bears are happy to be sitting in the locker room with a lead. The Patriots just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Now 1st and 10, the hurry throw would be picked off. Bears take advantage and return it for a TD as they take the lead 7-3. 1st and 10, coverage breaks down here, and he'll be tackled at their own 48-yard line. Sticking with the same drive. Under pressure here, the ball is picked off. Freeman's the one taking it back for the score. Bears up by 2 touchdowns. So that'll that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Now let's get back up to Chicago as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Here we go!
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Back to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So the Patriots coming out now. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Throwing to start the drive. Rich, and right with it here over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go now. Blue line. Blue line.
Looking to throw on second down. Rich. And his throw is incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it despite all the extra contact and people around him.
Back to throw. Rich. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Rich. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go. Green.
Looking to throw. Rich. No gain, and it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll go on the ground. Stop short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays that could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one?
I put a star. I put a star. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Rich. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
When I was playing, all our defensive coaches talked about when you're near your own goal line and you're trying to stop them from getting in, your heart gets tested. What a nice play on the last down.
A lot of heart on 2nd. Do they have the heart on 3rd? He's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So with a With 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bears will get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That was good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Ronan. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw again. Rich. Throw left side, complete. It's Terry. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. New England on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Rich. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Throwing on first down. Rich. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. From the gun, Rich. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Second and just 1. Back to throw. Rich. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and 10, Rich. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down.
Let's go! 1,
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to do with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Bears on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go. 38.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Let's go. 38.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you try to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bears on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 38.
Looking to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Let's go. 38.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. They'll look to throw. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. New England on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go! Green 3.
He's back to throw. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
So another big shot dodge there defensively. Now just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it looks like the Bears are going to win the football game. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bears, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos.